Happy Homebrew Wednesday, folks. Ryan Patrick Murphy here, drinking a little homebrew. And look at that. It's the great Gimmie SiMo Pale Ale. You can smell those mosaic hops. Kind of, almost like berries. Kind of I don't even know how to really explain it, but it just smells so good. And I'm starting to think the aroma on this beer was going away. It's been about a week since it's been kegged, and last night I was drinking some, and I must have had a stuffy nose or something, because I was thinking, oh man, I can't really smell this beer anymore, but it's still definitely there. It's alive. Oh man. Oh man. Notes of pine in the taste, a little bit from the SiMo, a little bit of like fruitiness, kind of back to that berry thing, I guess. Probably a lot of that off the aroma, but this is a delicious, delicious beer. If you haven't seen it, go over to Brett's Brewery's channel, and you can see the IBM review of this beer. It's a great beer. Corey and Brett did a great job coming up with this, tweaking it and everything. It is just delicious. The first time I drank it, I had kegged it. Sorry about that. I kegged it on a Friday, and then Saturday, I had it sitting there trying to carb. And really, I tasted it Friday night and it was delicious, even though it wasn't quite carbonated. And then Saturday, it was just amazing. Like, the first sip was almost like I had gone to the store and bought an IPA or a pale ale. Like, it tasted like that quality. I'd never had a beer where I was just like, this tastes exactly like something I would get at the store. But I don't think this isn't really based on anything that you could get at the store. But it was just something about it. I can't even explain it. It's that good. It's a phenomenal recipe. But yeah, make sure you go over and check out the IBM review. They give some more details. You can get Corey's and Brett's and Randy's, and there was a fourth person in there, and honestly I can't remember. I do apologize at this exact moment. I can't remember who the fourth person was, so I'm sorry, whoever that is. I'll put a link below to the video, so go check that out once you're done watching my video. Anyway, other news. Just tonight, kegged the Dead Ringer IPA. I will be. That one is gotten batch primed because the two main kegs I use are still in use. So I don't really have another tap or another gas line that I could throw on this beer to get it carbonated in the fridge. Just not enough room. I do have another regulator, but I don't have enough space for another tank to go in the kegerator to try to get that carbonated. So decided to batch prime, So in about 2 weeks that beer will be ready to just go in the kegerator, and I'm sure I'll have space for it then. So that's not going to be a big deal. And I think the beers generally taste better when they're batch primed anyway. Or I guess I should really stop saying batch priming, because that implies I'm bottling, but it's naturally carbed. I do think they taste a lot better, and I've talked about this before on a previous video years ago. Excuse me. So that beer is kegged. I'm excited to get that. Try that out. I want to do a comparison with Two Hearted Ale, which that beer is supposed to be based on. So we'll do a side-by-side at some point. It won't necessarily be a which one's better, but whether it's how close is it? Is it really close? Does it taste the same? I'm sure it won't be exactly the same. A lot of those recipes, unless they have an inside person who figured out or leaked out the recipe, it's probably a lot of guessing on what's going on in that beer based on little details that the brewery probably gave out. So I'm going to try to do that in a few weeks. I did get a new regulator. It came in the mail. I need to figure out how to modify it. It's a tap right double regulator, but it uses barbed connectors for the gas lines. My connectors are all twist-on connections, so I need to figure out how to switch the barbed connections out for the kind of screw-on connections. So, because I don't really want to like change my gas lines out, because they're great. The gas lines are good. There's nothing wrong with them. I don't want to just throw away the tubing, even though it's pretty cheap, but it works, and I'd much rather have the twist-ons on it, the screw-ons, honestly. Did get some ingredients in the mail. I don't have all of them out right now. Some of them are the hops are in the fridge, but just to give you a little sneak peek for the next beer that will be brewed, and I'm hoping next Friday or Saturday I'll be able to brew it. That's my hope, which I guess when this video comes out it would be this upcoming Friday or Saturday, but it's gonna be, if you put a guess in the chat below or in the comments below on what it might be. But I got some Brew chocolate malt, and I'm sure I'll tell everybody what it is in the video after it's brewed, but I've got some chocolate malt. I'm not sure what the level bond on that is. It's usually fairly high. Some caramel 120. I also really like these new bags that Northern Brew is using. Still have stuff that's old from their mailer malt bags. I'm probably going to have to get that stuff used up too. And what's the last thing we got here? It's a Victory malt. So pair this with some 2-row that I have. I'm going to try to use up all my old 2-row. If I don't have enough, I'll go buy some more. There's a really good deal of pale malt right now, actually. But yeah, so go ahead and put a guess down in the comments if and see if you're right. I'll let you know pretty quick in the comments. You know, when I see the comments, I'll write you back and tell you if you're right. I'm sure after the first guess, everyone's gonna fall in line. Anyway, I don't think there's really much else going on. I'm gonna keep drinking some more, and we keep drinking SiMo beer. So have a great night, folks. Cheers, 17. Catch you next time.